Hey, what's up? It's Ace. This video is going to be about progressive framing. I mean, not progressive framing, progressive resistance, whatever. All right, so I don't know if y'all lift weights or anything, or if you do any type of strength training, but there's this legend from Greece called, I think it's Greece, the legend of Milo, right? And I'm sure y'all have heard this story. Milo is basically a young boy, and he starts carrying a calf on his shoulder every single day, even until he becomes a grown man. And by the time he's a grown man, he's a big, strong, like buff dude, and the calf has become a full-grown ox. But yet he still is able to carry this full-grown ox for 1 mile every single day. And that's something that the bodybuilders of old understood. They understood because they didn't use steroids and all these things that we have at our disposal today. So they would use progressive resistance. They didn't reach plateaus because what they did was, in the face of a plateau, well, first of all, they worked out their whole body, but in the face of a plateau, they would get these little half-pound weights and just add 1 pound to the bar. And that little pound is so insignificant that they were still able to lift it for the same amount of sets. And they would just keep adding like 1 or maybe 2 pounds to the bar once they reached their plateau, and they'd be able to push past that until they reached a new wave of strength. So what does this have to do with anything you're pursuing? Well, I don't know if y'all have ever like worked with pickup or with like overcoming social anxiety or anything like that, but I was doing this program, and basically each day of the program, it was to overcome social anxiety. It was 30 days. I had to do something that would kind of push me out of my comfort zone. The first day, I just had to start off by saying hey to everybody. I had to walk up to 5 different people, just say hi to them, and that's it. You know, if a conversation started after that, that's fine, but my only goal was to say hello. After I did that, my job was over. If I wanted to, I could just walk away. Day 2 was the exact same thing. Pick 5 people, any 5 people, and you can do this at any point in the day. Just by the end of the day, get 5 people done. Just say hi again, but you have to say it in a loud, confident voice to where there's no mistake that they're going to hear you. Now, that wasn't hard the second day because the first day I'd already said hi to 5 people, so the next day all I had to do was just make sure that they heard me. The third day, what did I have to do the third day? I think the third day I had to walk up to 5 different people. Like, let's say they were walking towards me. I would walk towards them, say hello in a loud voice, but I'd have to stop and then ask them, how are you doing? As you can see, that's just a small addition to what I had been doing before. And that increased and increased and increased until on day 30, I'm sitting here walking up, giving random people hugs, doing push-ups in the middle of big groups of people, you know, just doing all this crazy stuff. But I wouldn't have been able to do that stuff on the first day. I had to take it day by day by day, slowly increase the resistance until by day 30, I was comfortable enough to be able to do that. But if you're gonna do anything and you're trying to get better at a skill, I would recommend sticking to a plan and remembering progressive resistance. And there's another element to that I noticed as I was doing the whole Beat Social Anxiety program. It was that it was really important for me to just stick to the script. Like, don't even try to do anything extra. Like, there was a few days where I would feel a little inspired, or I'd start talking shit in my mind. I'd be like, yo, there's a group of girls right there sitting down. Like, you need to have the balls to walk up to them, sit with them, and just start talking. And a few times I did that. But the problem with that is it was too much pressure throughout the day, and it was burning me out much quicker because every time that there was something risky to be done, I was sitting there like debating in my mind whether or not I should do it. And it was fucking me up because it made me feel like a bitch because there was always so much pressure for me to do something. Whereas if I had just focused on the goal for the day, even though it was easy at first, just saying hi to 5 people, just focus on that. Don't do anything more. I mean, if you want to, but just don't feel the need to do more than that because you're just going to burn yourself out in the end. And in fact, it got so bad that I was using all my willpower to do stuff that I didn't even have to do, and it was getting fizzled out by not even doing them, that it became much harder for me to follow the prescription because all my mental energy was gone and I couldn't do that stuff anymore. So that's basically the whole point of this video. Like if you're trying to get bigger in the gym, you know, this video wasn't really about the gym, but I had to use that analogy. But for any skill that you're trying to get better at, baby steps, remember progressive resistance, and have a game plan and stick to that game plan. And don't feel the need to go outside of it, because the day will come when you are able to go outside of those boundaries. Because believe me, anybody who gets to the end of the Beat Social Anxiety program will be able to easily go up to a group of females and start talking to them. It's not an issue at all. So just be patient and wait until you get to the end of whatever program you're at to start judging yourself on how you perform and to start trying to go all out of your way to do this extra stuff. Just take it step by step by step, and it'll be a smooth transition to the top. That's it for this video. Peace out.